Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our program today. Our program today is Leadership is Loving the People. So we're going to wait for a few people to come on, all right, so we can really talk about this topic today. And it's a topic that I'm really excited about because loving people is very important. So we want to give a few people some time to come on board, and then we are going to start with our program. All right, so I see we have one person on board. So Julie is here with us, great supporter. So we're going to wait for some more people to come on board. Hi, Renu, thanks for joining us. So we're going to wait for some more people to come on board as we talk about our topic today. Invite a friend, because this pertains a lot to the workplace. It's also for leadership, but the workplace is very important. It's very important with this topic. Leadership is loving the people, loving the employees. And, we want to just go into it a little more today. I just have 5 points, main points that I'm going to touch on. And, all these lives that I'm doing, I'm going to eventually develop a handbook, not a pocketbook. Pocketbooks, because the other handbooks is out, the GM handbook, but I'm going to do pocketbooks on these live. Hi Reno, morning. And we are going to do that because it's very important. These are things that people need to know and people need to be aware of. We have some announcements to make afterwards concerning our GM handbook, and I really hope a lot of you, it's on Amazon, and I hope a lot of you have purchased it. I'm seeing, the reports I'm checking. A few people have bought the handbook. And so we want to encourage you because I'll be doing a webinar also on the handbook. And the webinar is going to be free. So, we're going to talk more about that coming to the end of and the program. So we're going to wait. We're just going to wait about maybe 3 more minutes for at least, once we have about 5 people, we go on. If not, well, they will have to, listen to it on the replay. But, this is going to be a really, really great program today. And leadership is loving the people. All right, so I guess we can start because I know I don't want to keep people too long. I know some of you're on your lunch hour, you're getting ready to go back. All right, so we want to talk about leadership is loving the people. Since leadership is about leading the people, then if that is the case, then we must express some form of love when you're dealing with people. Because you cannot lead people and not love them. You can't lead people and not show that you care about them. And, I'm not saying that you have to be, mushy, oh, I love, no. I will know that you love me by the way you treat me. Correct? And that is how we know how people care about me. Words could say anything, but demonstration. And that's something, as an HR professional, I always encourage management to do. Show the employees that we care. We put all these things in our strategic plan and our mission statement and vision statement. And then when we come to the reality, all is lost. So I just want to touch on a few points. Leadership, and I'm doing this really in commemoration of Valentine's Day. Everybody, expressing love. When I was in the workplace, I used to ensure we get roses for the women, non-alcoholic wine for the men. In fact, the men told me, we want our rose, right? And we would go around this time and distribute to the workers, and they were so, they were so encouraged. Yes, Renu, action speaks louder than words, and they were so encouraged. So I just want to touch on a few points. How do you demonstrate this love to your employees? 1, you pay attention to their concerns. Issues they may be struggling with in the workplace. Daily issues. Company decisions. There are things that workers have concern about. Hi, Suzette, thanks for joining us. There are things that employees have concern about in the workplace. And all they want you to do is to pay attention to their concerns. You may not have an answer for them. For those of you who are now joining us, our topic today is leadership is loving the people, loving employees, leadership wherever you are, loving the people that you are managing, you're supervising, you are leading. And, there are things decisions that management make, that we make at a managerial level, and employees might disagree. And that's okay. And you may not have an answer for them, but pay attention to their concerns. Give them an ear. Don't debate with them. Tell them, well, no, you're wrong. Just listen. Sometimes they just need to vent. They may not agree. And a lot of times we make decisions at that level without including them. They are the one doing the work. And those are some of the mistakes. These are some of the errors that we make as leaders. Pay attention to the concerns. Their salaries. Inequities in the system. Things are not adding up. This one getting this. We are all at this level. But your salary is higher than mine. So you have all this going on here. Right? Pay attention to their concerns. Show that you care. So, at least they will be encouraged. All right? Another one we want to look at. Fight for them at management meetings. Cover them. You sit down in a management meeting and the CEO or director or whoever, he started, he criticizes your department or the employees, and he don't even have all the information. And we do that, right? We get emotionally involved, and we spew at staff, and we make decisions, and we write them letters, and we send out memos because, it makes them look bad. But as their manager, as their leader, it is your responsibility to really and truly fight for them. Cover them. Cover them. Don't make them vulnerable to the vultures, the predators, because there are always those managers, unfortunately, who will always victimize employees, and that is your responsibility. And as a manager in the workplace, when I sit at a meeting, they would always tell me, okay, Caroline, don't defend them. You know what you're going to do. You're the voice of reason. Yes. Because I have a responsibility and an obligation to the people that I lead, right? And I have the information. So it is my duty and it is my response. We have a duty of care, but this is a duty of care that we have as leaders, that when you sit in a meeting, that you can defend them. And, and you don't expose them. You could say, listen, I hear what you're saying, but I'm going to get back. But I'm not agreeing with what you all are saying. And let me get some more information. That way, cover them. Cover them. And if you have to deal with them privately, then do so, right? Third one, find ways to give them incentive. Valentine's is tomorrow. Listen, where I used to work, they still call me. They say, Carol, girl, we ain't getting nothing again. Because they know all now, roses. We carrying out roses. We have different. I will get different employees to come help me. We put it in baskets. We go down on the floor by the engineers. We go by the pilot. Listen, people used to look for. They eating their lunch fast. Hi, Crystal. Thanks for joining us. They eating their lunch fast, just to get their token. Employees. Hi, Sherma. Thank you for joining us. Employers, they publish all their profits that they have made for the year, and you want to tell me that you can partner with a florist and get some roses, some chocolates, and give to your employees that are working hard, that are dealing with the issues that you don't have to go down on the floor to deal with, to show your appreciation? Leadership is loving the people. Leadership is loving the people. We have Emancipation Day. Do a nice sweet park. I used to do a little sugar cake, tolom. Was the other thing, tambron ball, and bull free. We used to put all those different things. Listen to me now. They're looking out for the little thing. When you have all these different holidays and all these religious celebrations, they look out for a little token. They say, Carol, nothing. What we doing? I used to laugh. I used to arrange a bacon anything. We bacon anything breakfast. They come together. Who bring bulgur? Who bring stew chicken? Bhaji, bygone, and we have all the different bakes and different things. And people were really and truly excited. But what it did? It brought the people together. It gelled them. That was a way of employee engagement, right? It was a strategy I used, but it showed that, I made the organization look good, that we demonstrate that we love the people. You have Easter. You have Easter coming up. End of year tokens. Oh my God. Whole year. And I know, listen, there are some companies, they haven't done really well. And I understand that. I understand that fully well. But Highlow vouchers. Oh God, if you give them a little $300, at least they could get 2 ham. They just have 150 ham. They could at least get a turkey with a 350. If you understand what I'm saying, you may not be able to give them, monetary, gifts, but they're little tokens, you do a little package. I have this girl that I partner with, and she does like a nice hamper, $150. And I did it for one of my clients. Listen, employees, if you see them, they're only waiting on their package because they look forward to that. Demonstrate. People work hard whole year. We have an obligation and a responsibility to our employees. Every month we supposed to be put inside a little thing, and the year come in. Not you ain't waiting until the end of the year. Let me tell you something, We budget. Hi Margaret, thank you for joining us. We do budgets for our organization. And one of the things we leave out are those incentives for our employees, because you know why? As we don't see it as a priority. But these employees are the ones that are doing all the due diligence for our organization. They are the ones that are taking all the challenges with the customers that we don't have to deal with. We just get a response coming up. But our employees, they are on the front line. Hi Stacy, they are on the front line, and they are the ones that are there for us. Why not? Why not demonstrate love? Why not? Why can't we show that we care? And this is something that is close to my heart. This is close to my heart, the way we treat our employees on a daily, quarterly, and a yearly basis. It does not cost us much. Sometimes when I do something for an organization, listen to me, sometimes $1,500. It might be 200 employees, right? But listen to me. It went far and wide. They appreciate it because, I know to put things together and, make that money stretch. Ladies, how we are. And, these things are so very important. Birthdays. Oh, God, have a little birthday club now. Do company cards. Right? Do company cards. I used to go Price Smart and buy cases of non-alcoholic wine, put a nice little ribbon on it, present them, call them to HR and present them with it. And oh my God, just even if they didn't get a gift from somebody home, the family, they may not be able to afford it. Oh God, they feel so good, they walk out with a bottle. Listen to me, the men, they're looking for, they're reminding you, Carol, my birthday coming up, These are things we used to do when people get married. I remember because there was a policy they had when you get married. There was $1,000 voucher that you get. So I have a friend, I have a hookup in Hilton, and she told me, she said yes, and listen to me, she gave me a good price. She reduced the price, so he was able to go to his wife. They went for a weekend. They got bread. Listen. You can do plenty things. And listen, we don't understand. Those things, they quell all the grievances that employees may have. This is what keeps the company from becoming unionized. Treat them well. Union ain't have to come in. Treat them well. They have so many little things that you can do. Right? And this one I'm going to touch on. All of you going to agree on because I know you all have concerns. Review their compensation package every 2 years. Oh, how long they go live on $6,000? How long they would live on $6,000? $5,000? Review. My company is small, right? And I just try and give out, if it's a little $500 increase, I just try. People just want to see something. Show that you care. And, this is something that really and truly helps, the employees, they demonstrate more loyalty to the organization. They're more committed. When you ask them when there's a project coming up, they will not shoot saying, oh, me, them don't treat me good. No, I good. No, whatever I could do, I doing it within the 8 hours, and that is what you find happening. But we find these employees unwilling, and they're not cooperative. We need to check ourselves, our due diligence. We really don't look at those blind spots, as organizations. And we go and we boast, we go in training, and we boast about all the companies doing, and all these different things. And when you talk to the employees, the morale is very low. Employee morale is important, and a lot of organizations, they don't do surveys. You know why? Because they don't want to see the results, because the results are going to reflect on their leadership. Leadership is loving the people, and that is so critical, to demonstrate and show how you love the people, because people need to understand, and that's why we get upset about the union and stuff. But the union had to come in. The union had to come in, Hionika. The union had to come in because the organizations weren't doing what they were supposed to do, taking advantage of employees. Come on. We have to treat. So the union have to come in and make sure we negotiating. This is the percentage. This is what we have to do. This is what the employees deserve. Why that must happen? Why that one must happen if we are doing what we are supposed to do? And there are so many things that I encourage my clients to do. There's so many things that we could do and avoid the union, avoid staff from being grieved, about certain issues and certain decisions. You want to tell me an employee now come in, but at the end of the year, her bonus is a lot more than an employee who's there 5 years? Come on. Inequity. You are breeding ground. You are a breeding ground for the union to come in, for union representative. Demonstrate that you care. Employees are looking, they look forward to these things. Why not? And it doesn't have to be expensive. A lot of the gifts and the things I do, sometimes they're $25. Sometimes $25. But it's quality. And the people I would partner with, the type of things that they would distribute to me is like, they can't believe. Sometimes they're like, only that amount? And the thought, is not the cost of the gift, but is the thought and how it is presented makes a difference, correct? And the last one I want to touch on is train them every quarter. When anything's happen, there's a drop in the economy or whatever difficulty or financial challenges, an organization may have. What's the first thing they call? Training and development. So what happens? The quality of service that you're offering, it will also drop. And those are the times when you need customers to come in. So you have to spend to win. Right? And this is what people don't understand. Yes, Onika, it's the thought that matters. And training and development. When you constantly train your employees, they become more competent. What happened to your system and your processes? It becomes more efficient. And this is what people don't understand. And you have to continually. So when I go to meetings now, they complain. Waste of time, he's a waste of time, there's always some error. But then they say, Caroline, you see you? But then I ask a question, I say, okay, the job that he's doing, was he hired for that job? Is he qualified to that job? If the answer is no, no problem. What did we do as an organization to improve and give him the tools he needed to do the job? Remember, we demonstrated love, Leadership is loving the people. You understand, right? So what have we done? Reno says training is very important. Yes, it is. What have we done? Have we beaten up employees, but we didn't give them the tools? How the carpenter supposed to build the cupboard when he don't have a hammer, he has no nail, he has no paint, he has no wood? How? I don't understand. We have to give them the tools. So why we cut in training and development? When you talk to employees, I have been here 10 years, I've never had any formal training. They go and they do their own personal training. And you see, doing your degree and your MBA and thing, that's professional training. That's a different type of training altogether. But we are talking about soft skills training, understanding, doing supervisory training, understanding how it is to supervise and manage employees, understand, negotiation skills, conflict management, emotional intelligence. All these things are so important training for the organization and for your leaders in the organization, because when they come back now, they are going to ensure that the department becomes efficient. And not only the leaders supposed to go on training, the employees, professional admin is coming up. Oh God, let them go and understand what it is to prioritize, how it is to plan personal development. Let them understand identity, leadership, who they are. Those things are very important. Demonstrate that you love the people. Leadership is loving the people, and these things are very important, and we take it for granted, but we have to demonstrate these things to our people, to our employees. And this is not just for the workplace, this also goes out to the church. This goes out to non-profit organizations. Wherever you are leading, these things are important. We have a community. Remember them. There's so many organizations I know. They feed the people. They go around. I know Christmas time, we always have hamper. That's a given. Always in the community. But it's not only Christmas time they need to eat. They need to eat during the year. There's so many things, you understand. There's so many things we need to do more of and love the people that we lead. But when elections come around, listen to me. You're seeing MP, you're seeing everybody, the whole crew. No. Leadership is loving. Leadership is loving the people. And we have to remember that. And so that is those are the 5 main points I wanted to touch on. There's so much more that we can touch on when we talk about leadership is loving the people. For those of you that came on late, I would appreciate, if you hit that like button, hit that share button below there. Yes, and share it. And also, listen to the replay of what we were talking about when it comes to leadership and loving the people, because that's very important. One of the things, I want to have a few announcements. But you all would have seen our handbook is out, the GM's handbook. Yes, it is published on Amazon. Yay for C&J training. It is published. We are currently working on our another handbook, the manager's handbook. And that is going to be for you, for your employees. And then we're going to have the employee handbook. And I know the employee handbook is something they're going to look forward to. But I just want to encourage you to share, the link of the handbook. Share it. It's $8.99 US dollars. And so encourage you to go and buy it. Encourage you to share it with your manager at work. Hi, Sharon. You can watch the replay. Share it with your manager at work. Share it with your CEO. Share it with people who that are in leadership, because it is a tool. Now, I'm going to be doing a webinar on the handbook, and it's going to be free. And I'm going to give you all more information about that. You're going to get the link for it. Go to the meeting place, and so we're going to go through the handbook and talk about it, because we have topics like the inner circle, delegation practices, mentoring them, do not undermine them. We are going to do those are the different chapters that we have in the handbook. But I did not only write on what are some of the things that you do, you're supposed to do, but I also gave you recommendations on how to do it. So, it is a tool. Hi, I'm Tasha. It is a tool that you can use even for training, because it's something that I want to use, to train CEOs and executives. It's something that we can use and, really and truly have, because it's a handbook. It is something that you should always have. If you're going, of course, you could refer to it and say, oh gosh, boy, I really need to check myself. That handbook is for all of us leaders that have blind spots. Those handbook are going to help you. And if it is you're not doing it, then start. Nothing is wrong with that. Another announcement, we're going to have a book launch. we are going to have a book launch of the handbook, and all my faithful supporters and our live program, I'm going to personally invite you guys. I want you all there at our launch, and we're going to do some giveaways, and we're going to really make it nice. So keep in tune. I'll be posting and letting you all know when that is going to happen. And this is a surprise to many, but we're going to have a giveaway mentorship. We are going to award a giveaway mentorship to 2 persons, right? I think it is necessary. I know this is these two people, they have a great desire to be mentored, and it is needed, and we all need to be mentored, right? And so one of the persons is Alicia Phillip, right? She is, she's a faithful person. In fact, she was the person that typed up my my handbook, and I wanna really and truly give back. And so she's going to be part of the mentorship program. So she's going to be doing a one-on-one. The other person that I'm going to award this to is Onika Bokaj Butcher, and I know she's going to be very surprised at this, but she is going to be awarded a scholarship. This is a mentorship scholarship, yay! And it is going to be for 6 months. And so 6 months, so it's a 6 months program, the mentorship. So when you multiply the cost of the mentorship by 6 months, there you go. So you have a mentorship scholarship. Onika, God has been good to you. You have a mentorship scholarship. And I'm going to send the application form and the questionnaire to you, and we will set up a meeting so you can start your mentorship program. And because it is necessary, we need to be strengthened, we need to go forward, with what it is we have been called to do. So, those are some of the announcements we have. I want to thank you guys for coming on the program. It really means a lot to us. It really means a lot to us to do this program. I'm always excited. I'm always sitting here. My brain is always going. Sometimes I might see something on television, and I say, no, I need to talk about that. I might see something in the workplace. I said, no, I need to talk about that. Because you know what? One day, somebody is going to pick up these videos, and they are going to invite me to do some serious training, and they are going to change their whole thinking of their management team. So we can't stop. 5 people, 10 people, come on, it doesn't matter. We pushing. Just now we're going to be 1,000 people, right? Amen. We pushing. And next week, what I'm going to do next week, I want to do some more talks about the handbook and more about the webinar. All right, so I want to thank you once again. Happy Valentine's to everyone. All you who have your spouses. I don't have mine as yet. He's coming, yay! Right, enjoy your Valentine's. Lots of love. Is the thought, do a nice card, buy a card, whatever. But the thought is that what counts. For your family members, whatever. Chocolates. Just a little token. Show the love. Show the love to your co-workers also. Those things are very important. So have a wonderful rest of the week, and have a great weekend. And remember, share this page, and I encourage you also to share the handbook. Let people know about the JM's handbook from Carol and Joseph CNJ Training and Consultancy. We are also on LinkedIn. We are also on Twitter. And then we are also on Instagram. So you can follow our page on Instagram, CNJ_training. So you can go and follow us on Instagram. All right. Thank you, Deborah. Margaret is saying, thanks for doing what you are telling us to do, walking the talk. Whoa, thank you very much for that word of encouragement. And I go through a lot, I go through a lot of challenges to walk this talk, but I have to hold on. But, thank you so very much. Remember to share this video today. Have a blessed afternoon. Bye-bye.